Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of My Monday Mission. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Jane Carla. I have been a professional dancer for 15 years now. I'm currently living and working here in London. I'm originally from the Philippines, and I also run an online business alongside my full time job. If this is not your first time here, welcome back, and thank you for joining us again. So every Monday, I sit down with incredible entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs from our community to hear their stories, their wins, the lessons, the struggles, and everything in between. So if you're looking for something great, or if just looking for inspiration, strategies, or anything about um, trying to build something great online, you are in the right place. So let us dive right in. I'm excited to share another inspiring success story to you today. And the topic that we will mostly be talking about today is why most people get stuck, and how vision without action will keep you stuck, and how to get over it, and how to get unstuck. So I will invite my guest now to the stage to introduce herself and tell us her story. Hi, Ariola, joining us all the way from USA, Chicago. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. Hi, Jen. Hi to all the audience that follows you out there, and to my audience also here in US. Because again, this is a global business, so we're all over around the world. And I'm so excited. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so excited to be on this live stream live with you. And by the way, because I missed it before in a hurry to get connected, I wanted to give you my congratulations for the nomination and the winning of the best brand. You deserve it. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad to be here with you and to share your experience. And yes, your brand is shiny, bright, is the best. And I wish you the best luck. You deserve to be the winner of this nomination.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and
Sure.
we felt really happy for just being nominated alongside the big names in our community. That was a real win for me. So thank you so much for mentioning.
Yes, it is. It is a real win. Exactly. Because in our community, we celebrate the small wins, which will bring the huge wins, I can say, not just the big wins. So,
Absolutely.
yes. So, I would like to introduce a little bit myself here. Uh, my name is Eriola Bubuzzi, and I am fresh, very fresh on this business. I own this business only for 5 months now, but I feel like I am home. This community, it's just giving me so much energy, so much
Mhm.
welcome. I feel in
Mhm.
this community, friendly and support, and every step that I've been having, I've been taking so far in my business. So it's for sure, I feel glad. I would like to have a short introduction for the story of myself. I am, this is my third immigration. I can say my first immigration, it was from Albania to Greece. And I moved from Albania when I was just 18. From the school, I moved straight to another country with new language, new country. Everything was new for me. And I've been living in Greece for almost 27 years. And then I decided, because my dream always was to come to US. This
Mhm.
was my big dream. So far, I achieved it. And it was a real challenge, I can say. Again, a new language, a new job, a new country. And I've been going through so many changes in my life. So I believe I am a good example to explain to all of this. And the topic today was the best regarding my life. I can say I feel totally fit on this
Mhm.
title that we have today for all of these people that are skeptical and got their fears and everything. So I moved in US 8 years ago. Um, not speaking English at all. So all I work, I all I learned it here by working. Okay, I went to the school also to help me out, but every day, every step that I took in this country, it was a challenge for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I can tell that. So it's like I feel excited once I found this digital business, this platform that gives me the secure that I was missing on all of these years, looking to find something secure for myself, for my family. So I don't want to jump, but I'm gonna jump on your other question, or you want to just
No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for giving us a brief
yes.
background of your story. And you are gonna inspire a lot of people, especially those people who are still thinking about exploring this business. Since you are quite new in the business, you started it 5 months ago, and you. I'm pretty sure you will inspire a lot of people who are scared because you took if when you people see other people doing it and taking that brave first step, it helps them to encourage themselves to do it as well. So thank you for sharing your story. And I'm an immigrant as well. I have lived in, and also this is my second time immigrating. I From the Philippines, I moved to Hong Kong 11 years ago, and then just 4 years ago I moved to the UK. So I completely relate with your story. And in relation to our topic today, which is vision without action and why most people are stuck, I wanted to ask you, before you started your online business, did you ever feel you were stuck? And what was the moment that made you finally say that enough is enough and something has to change?
Good. That's a very beautiful, very nice question. So, and I have a lot to say about that, but I will be short because of the timing that we have here in our streaming live. As I mentioned before, I've been doing different kind of jobs
Mm-hmm.
in my life, and in now time, actually, currently, I am working for a corporate office, which I'm glad to have this job. And I cannot say that I'm not satisfied. Yes, I am satisfied. But there is a but again. That's the thing. That's why I've been going through different kind of jobs. Um, but before I step here, so what was the key? I want to tell you just very short. So I started from a grocery store. I moved to the airport, and once I was again satisfied with my job that I have for airline at the airport, COVID hit. So I got laid off overnight with not knowing again. I have to start all over again. I was like, okay, I just find myself in this job. It was nice. I like it. I was, everything was looking so good, but I needed to start all over again to look for another job. So now I'm working for a corporate, as I said in the beginning, and I am fully satisfied. But here it comes to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Security is never a part of this journey.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you have a paycheck, you have a 9 to 5 job, you think that
Mm-hmm.
you may be secure, but the reality is totally different because you are just a number writing down and the paper and a piece of paper of the corporate, and once those numbers doesn't match for the corporate, they just take you off, and that's all. It's as simple as I'm saying. And I've been seeing on those 5 years that I'm working for the corporate, I've been seeing many people living simple like that, with
Mm-hmm.
just a call from the HR, or just, I mean, an announcement, simple, just going home today, and that's it. So what you can do after that? So this was the point. What
Mm-hmm.
makes me make this decision and become part of this digital business, because I said, no, I don't want to keep looking for something else. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I am 52. 51, 52, I will be now, and 26. So
Mm.
I don't have time to be looking for a job every 5 years or every 2 years, or I don't know when this time will come. So they may send me home too, because it's not related on your performance and the job that we're doing. It's related, as I say, to the numbers.
Mm.
So I needed this security, which this digital business really offers to me. And it's the first time in my life that I feel secure, and I feel that I'm standing on the ground. And I had something mine, which I know if I put effort on it, it will give me the success that I need.
That is something very powerful. Thank you so much for sharing all of that, because I feel like a lot of people can relate to the fact that yes, they might consider their job stable, but somebody else is still controlling whether or not they stay on that job. And
Exactly.
so when they rest, when they take on holidays, what time they clock in, what time they go home. And that is not something that we want to have for the rest of our lives. We want to gain back control. And that's also one of the reasons why I started this business, because as a dancer, I can't be dancing until I'm 65 or 70, and I want to be able to live a life that I truly, truly want. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's very, very powerful. So when you first joined this business, what vision did you have for yourself, and how different is your life now from where you started?
Yep, that's another great question. So, when I did first start this business, of course, I have to say that I was concerned because, again, um, it was something totally new. I wasn't a
Mm,
teach person, and I'm not yet a teach person. I had to say that because in my generation, we didn't used to have computers. We didn't used to have even the phone, the cell phones.
mm,
So, okay, I'm familiar. Of course, I know how to use the computers and everything. I knew it when I started this business. But again, I didn't know too much about that. So since I hear the word digital business, I say, maybe that's not for me because I'm not a teach person. So I'm not going to be able to make it. But again, back in my mind, the fear of being again stuck on this 9 5 and the unsecure and uncertain of my future, I say, no, you know what? I'm going to do it. And if I failed, I failed. But at least I try it. And I know that I did something for myself. But it turned out, so far, to come to the answer to the rest of your question. So far, I really feel like a teach person.
mm,
It's incredible how many skills you learn down the line with these trainings that are incredible, are so simple. Because again, English is not my first language. Well, it's a very good thing that the training is translated in different languages. But again, because I try to use the English more than my native language in here, so for me, it was real easy and real simple to understand everything. It was explained so detailed, and it gave me so much knowledge and things that I could never imagine that I could learn on this age or in this life. Totally. So every day I feel like I am a different person.
mm,
I'm learning something new.
mm,
I am open and I am excited to learn more and more as I go down the line. And also, what is the most important is not only the financial
mm,
part of this business, what this business offer you. Okay, of course, I know that's very important because people who listen to us can say, so what was the reason you started? You didn't start it for financial freedom? Yes, I did start it for a financial freedom, but down the line, and now I understand. So all of this platform, the connection with all of these wonderful people around the world, it totally make a big change, a big difference, and how I understand and from which aspect I see my life. So my daily routine has changed incredibly. I can see, and I woke up every morning with a different hope, with a different energy that I had before. So I don't know, it gives you power. it's like a thing. It's a sign from God, I can say, because I'm a deep believer. So I'm like, okay, this was the sign that I was expecting.
Mhm.
Probably that's why my life changed and give me a different. The routine was so boring, I can say, and the last year, so just working nonstop. Okay, you have to put some effort on this, and you can call it work because yes, it is work, but it's
Mhm.
a work that gives you pleasure and gives you a different option in your life. Okay, instead of sitting down at a night time, for example, because for me, I am a busy. I haven't leave my job, and I'm not planning on leaving, not yet at least, my 9 5, the full-time job that I have. But um, wherever I have time, and I go to, why to go to the Facebook and scroll down for nothing when you
Mhm.
can use your technology, scrolling down, working in your page, helping people out, which is another aspect that gives you too much pleasure. At least for me, that means a lot, to help other people out. So it's so many things in one, which I believe we don't have enough time to explain detailed each of one, all these things that this platform offers and this digital business offers.
It's amazing how you said a lot of changes in your life when you only started 5 months ago, and that speaks a lot about how legitimate and how powerful this opportunity is. And you mentioned about the fear of failure, but because a lot of people can relate to that, the fear of failing, or maybe it won't work for them. But we all have our fears. We just have to choose which one and how to get over them, and which one to choose, which fear you choose to fight with. And you chose to fight the fear of staying stuck in your 9 to 5, and then one day waking up 10 years from now, knowing that you didn't even move a needle, and you did something that scares you, which is explore an opportunity even though you're scared of it, because that is a fear that you can act on, and that is a fear that could maybe potentially lead you to the life that you want, that you truly want for yourself. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. And I think you tackled a little bit my next question, which is about the fear of failure. And you mentioned that you overcame it because you had a desire to change your life. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who will watch this live and who are watching right now will be inspired with your journey of how you overcome that fear of failing. So for people who keep on saying that they will start next week or maybe one day, what's one mindset shift that helped you move from being interested to actually executing or actually doing something about it?
Okay, so um, again, another great question here, but I have a great advice to give to all of these people that are out there and are skeptical and always think about and say, well, we'll do it next day, we'll do it next day.
Mhm.
Well, I had to tell you only that. My story will tell you everything.
Mhm.
If I couldn't take action when I was 18 years old, I couldn't move to another country. But again, I was comfortable. I had a good job. I used to work in a lawyer office, which was a great job. Again, but if I could stay and my comfy and don't change nothing, don't change my life, I couldn't become who I am today.
Mhm.
So my my life story tells you all the steps that you have to take.
Mhm.
Take changes, take
Mhm.
action in your life. If you don't take action, nothing will change by themselves. I
Mhm.
know we all have dreams, but
Mhm.
if we don't take action for those dreams, they will never come true.
Mhm.
By themselves, nothing change. We have to change it. And
Exactly.
even though the fear is there, but the fear is part of our life, okay? Different people got different kind of fears in their lives, but you have to overcome.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you stay stable. You don't go nowhere.
Mhm. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I absolutely agree with everything you said. And I think I also forgot to mention a while ago, for people who are not, who feels like they're not techie, or they don't know how to use social media. I think you are a great inspiration for those people, because I hear it a lot of times. A lot of people come to me, they say that they want to earn online, they want to learn the business, but they're too scared to speak in front of the camera. They feel like they can't do it. They don't have enough confidence to do it. And they feel like they're not techie. And if you have one thing to say to those people who think that they can't do this because they don't know how the online space works, if there's one thing that you could tell them right now from your experience, given that you only started business 5 months ago. I know this is not part of one of the questions that I sent you, but I feel like it's
No problem.
very moving
Yes.
for what you could say to them to encourage them that it is possible, because it happened for you.
Yes. So here it comes to my advice. I neither wanted to go live and to show up on my camera. If somebody been checking my Facebook, it was sitting like for, I don't remember, even like 5 years now. I didn't touch it. I didn't post. I didn't show up nowhere. So after 5 years, I decided to show up again. But the only advice I can give to everybody, just be yourself and
Mm,
everything will be fine. So it's nothing. Wherever I go live and I have to say something, I'm saying whatever I feel. And whoever I am, I speak out. I don't have write it down, nothing.
mhm,
I always come up with my feeling, with my
mhm,
thoughts. So it is very simple when you let yourself go free.
mhm.
Whatever you think, just speak it out. And you will feel better for yourself. So that's the feeling that I have. I feel real good when I share my life experience with other people with the thought that this life experience will help them out.
Thank you so
So
much. And at the end of the day, people are not looking for perfection. People are not looking for a perfect person to follow online, but they're looking for real people, because
exactly.
everything, there's so many things online right now that is very curated, that is very perfect, and it just feels like, it makes you feel like your life is nothing, because when you look at people online, they're like just perfect, everything is perfect. But what most people crave is finding someone who is real, that they can relate to. So thank you so much for sharing that. And for my final question, how do you see your future now that you have this opportunity and this business?
Yes. Well, I have to say I'm a very, very optimistic
Mhm,
about my future. I know it's still the beginning. But if you become part of this platform and you listen to the stories of thousand and
mhm,
100,000 of people out there that they've been successful, then you don't have to get just optimistic. Just
mhm,
optimistic. There is nothing sad to hear out there. So all the story are just empowering you with to be, how to say, to feel like excited for your future.
mhm,
And this is how I feel like
mhm,
I see myself, of course, in a few years, maybe it will be earlier, but I'm not in a hurry. Again, my goal to have this business was so down the line I will be able to retire early and to enjoy this business in full, because
yeah,
I really enjoy it, my journey. And that's the key. Once you arrive to the point that you start enjoying what you're doing, and this was my advice to my son too, and to
mhm,
everybody who is young. So if you're able to do your hobby professional work, then you are successful in your life. And I feel that this is what I am doing at the moment. So whatever I do, it brings me joy. So I believe, yes, with, if God allows, yes, I will be successful, and I can see myself to travel the world, which I really like it and enjoy it. I will not miss any convention of this
yeah.
platform, so I like to travel in different part of the world. But, so everywhere, everywhere. and enjoy my retirement in an early age as soon as I can. So
Absolutely. And I believe that at the end of the day, it's all about the journey. As long as you enjoy something and you find purpose. And there's
yes,
so much purpose in this business, because I would have never have connected with you if not for this business. I would have never
exactly.
heard your story, and because you're all the way from the US and I'm here in the UK, and we are able to connect with people, be inspired with other people's stories as well. And that is where the power of this business is. And I can't say enough for people who are going to watch this. I can't say enough how amazing this opportunity is. And I hope people see it from your story, from my story as well. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. I'm going to give you a few minutes, as the space to talk to your audience, tell them how they can reach you. I'm going to show your website here as well, so they can know how to reach out to you, and just anything you want to say to your audience.
Okay, well, thank you first of all for the opportunity for having me on this StreamYard. And I want to thank all the audience, everybody who is following on my page and is supporting me, because it is important. Yes, it is important. And I'm happy. I'm real happy to be here and to share my story and to help out everyone who has decided to take the first step. So put your fear on side and just make the decision to go for it, and you will see how your life will be transformed. It's incredible how things can change.
Thank you so much, Ariola, for your time today, sharing your story, taking the time away from. I think you're still at work, right? Are you still at work?
Yes,
Or
I am still working, and that's another thing that we didn't mention for all the people that say they don't have time. Okay, here we are. I'm spending my lunch to do what I like to do, what I love to do. Okay, so you can find your time. If you want to do something and you have a goal, yes, you can do it and you can find the time.
there is no excuse. If Ariola can do it during her lunchtime,
Everybody can do it.
everybody can do it. So thank you so much. I'm not going to take a lot of your time anymore, so you can enjoy your lunch. And I hope to see you in one of our conventions in
Sure.
other parts of the world. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And that is it. Thank you so much for everyone who has watched and joined this live. And I hope you got as much inspiration and value that as much as I did from that conversation. It's really very, very inspiring to hear, especially coming from an online business owner who just started this business 5 months ago, and the amount of growth and change that you can actually do in your life, that you can actually achieve in your life. And that's just 5 months. Imagine what could 1 year do, what could 2 years do, if you just decide to do something about it. The reason why most people are stuck is because they let their fears get in the way. If you don't get over your fears and actually do something about it, you won't even realize that 10 years from now, you're still in the same exact place. You haven't grown, you haven't achieved your goals, you haven't achieved your dreams. And you don't want to be in the exact place 10 years from now. And this is my message to everyone who feels stuck. There's no perfect time. There's no feeling ready. There's no amount of confidence that would actually push you to tell yourself that, okay, I'm ready, I'm going to do this now. Because the fear will always be there. The fear will never go away. You just have to be brave enough to take that first step and find comfort in uncertainty, because you will really never know what the future will have for you. You create the future that you want. If you don't do anything about it now, your future will just be decided by maybe your boss, by the job that you want right now, because by the job that you have right now, your future will be decided by your retirement plan. And let's be honest, that retirement plan, you're not even sure if that could survive you, if that could give you the life that you deserve, if that could even fund the travels that you want to do when you retire. And the reality is clarity doesn't come first. Action does. When you take action, that is when clarity comes. So I have a lot of things to say about this topic, but I'm going to end it there. And hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. Again, if you're curious about how you can start this online business as well, reach out to me, send me a message, leave a comment on this live, register on my website, janecarla.com, and then you will get all the resources and tools that you will need. And then we can talk from there. Feel free to like this live, share it, leave a comment, drop your biggest takeaway in the comments. I would love to hear them. And I hope to see you all again next Monday for another inspiring chat. Until then, keep dreaming big and taking bold action. You have got this. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.